The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
This was a young man who got married and had this job in the diamond district. So he was a yeshiva boy, not really that much of a business background, but the diamond district, you know, a lot of religious people in the diamond district. So he was buying and selling and doing very well. He started off nice and people gave him good advice and he was really doing nicely in his new business. And he was doing well for a while. And then at some point, the diamond industry went sour. And so it was starting to get tougher and tougher for him to earn a living. And now his wife is pregnant with their first child. And now his wife is used to work, but now she's going to give birth, so she's not going to be able to work. And what's his future? And he's trying to talk to people in the industry, out of the industry. Should I stay? Should I go? What should I do? It's not working. I can't sell anything. I don't know. Did I lose my touch? I don't know what's wrong. It's just not happening for me. One day, he gets a phone call from a man who says, you know, I need this special, unique stone. And I was wondering if you have it, I'd like to buy it. So he says, okay, here's a chance. And so he starts working. He starts trying. A little while later, he happens to get a phone call from another man. And the man says, you know, I have this estate. The person passed away or whatever. And they left a bunch of different stones. I can sell them to you for a very nice price. He says, let me go see the stones. And he goes to see all the stones. And sure enough, in one of those stones was the stone that the other person requested. He bought the whole thing, bought them for cheap, sold them high. Wow. Beautiful. Hashem really took care of him. And then he got his confidence back and he started selling and he sold the rest of the stones. In a short time, he started making money. He was back rolling again. Nice story. Here's what's unique about the story. There's a man named Kalman Rottenberg. Kalman Rottenberg had two people who worked for him. Kalman Rottenberg has a system. He finds out what's going on in the diamond district, and he finds out who's doing well and who's not. And he found out that there's this young boy who's just got married, whose wife is pregnant, who isn't doing well. And so he told one of his assistants, call this man to order a stone. Then he told, a couple of days later, another one of his assistants, call this man to sell him a stone. And so he set up this whole business deal. He was the buyer and the seller. Set up the whole deal for this man to not just make money, but to make confidence. For this man to get back on his feet, and for this man to really build his family. That's character. That's a person who thinks. That's a person who does it behind the scenes. That's a person who doesn't just say, oh, you know what, I'll give the person $2,000. Nuh-uh. That's just in public. That just looks nice. Efron offered $2,000 too. That's not the display of Ayin Tovah. Ayin Tovah is a person who's tested, is a person who's thoughtful.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org.